In June 2020, China planned to use the fast processing capability to search for an alien signal. The telescope has detected something as part of China's commitment to the quest for alien intelligence. In this video, we will talk about China's research on whether China gets any signals of alien life. Before we begin, like and share the video and subscribe to our channel if you are new to our channel. Let's start. China's research background. China's astronomers were introduced to the quest for alien intelligence via the same false alarms that astronomers have dealt with for decades. As a consequence of the effort, several interstellar ambitions were created. FAST telescope. The 500-meter aperture spherical radio telescope, FAST, was used for detection. Kepler 438b is an exoplanet that is 1.5 times the size of Earth and orbits the red dwarf star Kepler 438 in the constellation Lyra, hundreds of light years away. At a surface temperature of 37 degrees Fahrenheit, life can be supported. According to a study released but removed by Chinese experts, China's Sky Eye telescope may have identified indications of an extraterrestrial civilization. However, the claim was afterward removed. The Science and Technology Daily, the official journal of China's Ministry of Science and Technology, reported Tuesday that astronomers at Beijing Normal University have discovered several evidence of possible technological ruins and extraterrestrial civilizations from beyond the Earth. These findings were made public in China. Research findings. The 500-meter aperture spherical radio telescope, FAST, in China, often known as Sky Eye, enabled scientists to decipher transmissions coming from a distant star. Using data from Sky Eye in the year 2020, researchers identified two potentially suspicious narrowband radio signals that might point to the presence of life outside our solar system. In 2022, a third peculiar narrowband radio signal was discovered, bringing the total number to 4. Since human aircraft and satellites usually communicate using narrowband radio waves, alien beings may have been responsible for transmitting the messages. When interpreting the early results, experts suggest exercising extreme care until the whole study has been analyzed. In an interview with Science and Technology Daily, an expert from China's Extraterrestrial Civilizations Research Group at Beijing Normal University said there are distinct narrowband electromagnetic signals than previously. Members of the team are actively doing more research. It is necessary to investigate the possibilities of radio interference before we can determine whether or not a suspicious signal is genuine. This may take a long. Following its dissemination on Weibo, the social media site in China, the article was taken up by several state-controlled media outlets. It is unclear exactly why it was taken down in the first place. Previously detected signals. Radio waves have already puzzled scientists, but this time it's because of extraterrestrials that they can't make heads or tails of the situation. In August of 1977, the Ohio State University's Big Ear telescope was utilized to produce the first ever detection of a pulse of electromagnetic radiation that was so intense and lasted for as long as a full minute. This discovery marked a milestone in the history of astronomy because it was the first thing that the telescope operator, Jerry Amon, typed down on a data printout as soon as he observed it. From where the rays are, according to a report published by Live Science earlier this week, it is possible that the signal came from a sun-like star situated in the constellation Sagittarius. Despite this, more tests conducted in the same region of space brought up no evidence of the phenomenon. Despite this, the source of the signal has never been positively identified to this day. In the past, Chinese astronomers could not effectively find life in other parts of the cosmos due to radio interference. In the year 2019, researchers were successful in picking up an astronomical signal that originated from the star system Proxima Centauri, which is the one that is nearest to our sun. There is a probability that at least one planet in our solar system has conditions favorable to the existence of life. Radio waves detected. The radio wave had a narrow band, which is a characteristic that is often seen in man-made items. Because of this, experts speculated that the signal may have originated from an extraterrestrial civilization. A further investigation that was conducted and published 2 years after the first discovery demonstrated that the signal was most likely the result of a failure in technology that was created by humans. Between 2011 and 2014, it was discovered that food that had been microwaved was the origin of a series of signals that had been previously believed to have originated from alien origin. This is an intriguing aside. Tanji has also said that his team aims to repeat their observations of the strange signals in order to rule out the possibility of radio interference and to acquire as much information as they can about the transmissions. According to Zhang, who was interviewed by Science and Technology Daily, the FAST telescope will be able to demonstrate unearthly life forms exist in the universe. Because there seems to be no sentient life beyond Earth, despite the breadth and antiquity of our universe, scientists have been scratching their heads over the Fermi paradox for years. Enrico Fermi, who later won the Nobel Prize in Physics, is remembered for his solution to the dilemma, which was the famous question, "So where's everybody?" Project Cyclips. Project Cyclips is the first NASA book to be released in its whole. It provided a summary of the workshop's conclusions on how to locate extraterrestrial civilizations. The assembled group of astronomers, engineers, and biologists came to the conclusion that we needed Cyclips, a massive radio telescope array that could have as many as 1,000 antennas, each measuring 100 meters. At that time, the project would have required a $10 billion investment. Some scientists are of the opinion that signs of alien life might be discovered as far as 1,000 light-years away. According to comments attributed to Frank Drake, a professor at the University of California, Santa Cruz, radio signals from other intelligent civilizations are presently reaching Earth. Constructing a telescope capable of adjusting both its angle of view and its frequency will allow one to see these waves. There will someday be answers to many of the most important, relevant, and exciting questions that have ever been raised by mankind. A new generation of astronomers who have faith in the potential of science to provide solutions to existential problems is required if the Cyclips report, which can be seen online, is to be recovered. An interview with Jill Tarter, a PhD student who saw the report and has since committed her life to the search for intelligent life on other planets, revealed that humanity would now be able to experiment instead of seeking advice from religious leaders and intellectuals. Recently, scientists in China discovered a radio wave that had a bandwidth that was very narrow, which brought to mind Cyclips and the inventive works that it inspired. Okay, guys, these are all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you think this video was helpful, please let us know in the comments below.